This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your holiday weekend. It was a wild ride yesterday afternoon at some of the football games across Alabama and Georgia with nasty storms. It got ugly over on the West Bank in Wadley, Alabama. Also had several ball games delayed up in the Anniston, Oxford area, and then back even in Clay County. We had some rain delays during ball games last night. Woodland went into a rain delay. Still don't quite understand that one, but it happened. And so we could see the same thing happen again this afternoon. I think your Saturday is going to pretty much be a carbon copy of Friday afternoon. We'll tell you all about that and what you can expect on your Labor Day Monday and a major cool-off for next week. We'll tell you about that and more coming up in your Saturday morning edition of your primetime forecast here on Dr. Don's Weather. Brought to you by the fine folks down at Salem Auction House in Salem, Alabama. You want to get in touch with Joey Knight, the number to call is 706-315-7266. Joey can tell you all about the Salem Auction House. He'll let you know about their next auction, which will be coming up next Friday. They've got food vendors down there, great items up for auction. It's a lot of fun. You want to be at the Salem Auction House for their next auction. And get in touch with Jamie Dukas and get your ducks in a row with Dukas. 256-831-7770 is the number to call to find out what Jamie can do for you with your insurance needs. Now, let's take a look at some weather information. So this is the expected lightning across the state of Alabama later on this afternoon with some of those storms. Basically, what this is telling us is there's a limited risk that you could see some thunder and lightning in your particular area, but that limited risk isn't across the entire state of Alabama. So those storms could pop up just about anywhere. It'll be a very typical summer Saturday across East Alabama and West Georgia. Strong to isolated severe storms will be possible pretty much along those outflow boundaries of last night's storms. So those areas that saw storms last night, you can displace this afternoon's storms by a few miles, and that's probably where we're going to see those storms fire up in the heat of the afternoon today. And then as we get into your Sunday and Monday, we're going to have a cold front that's going to come in from the northwest. It's going to stall out somewhere between I-20 and I-85. Along and south of that front is where the storms will be on Sunday and Monday. Along and north of that front, though, some drier air will filter in. We may see a handful of storms, but not as numerous as what we could see today and tomorrow. And then by the time we get to Tuesday, I think Tuesday will hold our best chance of rain at about a 60% chance. And then our temperatures just bottom out. We're talking highs in the low 80s by the time we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Up here in the North Georgia mountains, we may not get out of the 70s for daytime highs, and I cannot wait for that. Tropics, we do have some action out there this morning. We have a couple of disturbances down in the southern Atlantic, back over toward the Caribbean that we're keeping an eye on. And the Hurricane Center is watching a disturbance off the coast of Texas and Louisiana this morning. And we'll show that to you on the radar in just a few moments. If that were to develop into something, it probably will be just a depression because it just doesn't have time to grow anymore before it would make landfall somewhere there along the North Texas coast or Louisiana coast. There's a lot of rain down there this morning, and we'll show that to you here in just a few moments. Current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms, it's 72. Feels like 74 out there already, so you know it's going to be a hot day. Wind is calm at the moment. The humidity is 93%. Barometric pressure, 30.08. Dew point is 70. We did pick up a little bit of rain last night and some of those passing showers, just about a trace. High temperature for yesterday was 93. We currently have partly cloudy skies. Sunrise this morning was at 6:16, and the sun sets this evening at 7:09 p.m. Again, it's going to be another warm day. 91 in Wedowee, 92 over in Franklin, 93 in Alexander City. Sylacauga will top out at 93, and Rockford hits 93 degrees this afternoon. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. For your Saturday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. 92 will be the high this afternoon, down to 69 tonight. Again, don't forget, some of those storms this afternoon could be on the strong side. Damaging straight-line winds will be the key threat from these storms if they form. Now, understand, folks, and you know I say this all the time, wind is wind. It doesn't matter where it comes from. Just look at what happened in Alexander City day before yesterday. A lot of damage there around the community college, and all of that was from straight-line winds, perhaps a microburst. But nonetheless, it's wind. Doesn't have to be a tornado for you to be in danger. Thunderstorm warning, seek shelter. Special weather statement, seek shelter. Lightning is deadly, and the wind can cause a lot of damage as well. On Sunday, we're looking at a 30% chance of storms, 91 your high. Monday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, 89, that's key. And then look at Tuesday, a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, 83. Wednesday, high temperature of 80 degrees. Some of you, if you keep rain around most of the day, may not make it out of the 70s for your daytime high on Wednesday and again on Thursday. I like it. Now, let's take a look at your Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar this morning, and you can see, I'll take you down to the south and show you all of that activity down along the coast of Louisiana and back over toward Texas, and then back up near New Orleans this morning. And this is a lot of activity that is part of a tropical disturbance. So far, it hasn't formed into anything officially, but you can see there is a lot of convection down there in the Gulf of Mexico. And, you know, if there is any spin to this, and there certainly looks like there could be, the center of that circulation would be somewhere just south of New Orleans. It'll continue to move up to the north. Not really going to be a factor across Alabama or Georgia for our Labor Day weekend forecast. We'll take you a little closer and show you that there is no precipitation across the region at this hour. Folks, be sure you support us if you can. There's the link to go over to our weather store, pick up a coffee cup, t-shirt, or baseball cap. Part of the proceeds come back to support us here at Dr. Don's Weather, and we appreciate that. If you own a business, get in touch with me, and I'll show you how you can become a partner before we do our next forecast, which, if the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, will happen first thing tomorrow morning right here on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.